Alright, let's turn on. Today we'll show you how to make a portable shower and also a water sprayer using these $12 pumps I bought from eBay. So I bought these two pumps for $24.99 for both of them. So each one is $12.50 on eBay. This is a 12-volt DC pump, but here it even says it operates from 9 to 14.4 volts. The good thing about this pump is that you don't need priming. So just put the input end into a water bucket and turn it on, and it will suck water right out without being primed first. So when I order this pump, they come as pumped only. There's no accessory, there's no hose, there's no switch, just the pump only. Everything you see here, I have to add them in, including the hoses, the switch, and the panel. So on the left side is the input, and on the right side is the output. Let me show you what's inside here. The hose for this is small. So this is where you insert the hose, and you're going to use this cap and screw it in, and that will tighten the hose and will keep the hose in place. The hose size is limited to the plastic cap here. So the maximum size of the hose that you can use is about 12 millimeter. This pump has an automatic switch so that when it gets up to pressure, it will automatically shut down. And the maximum pressure for this pump is 0.9 megapascal. 1 megapascal is 145 psi, so 0.9 is 130 psi, which is about the same pressure as in your house, which is the same pressure as the water pressure in your house. But during my testing, I feel like it's much less than that. It's probably based on 14.4 volts and not 12 volt because I use a 12 volt battery for this. So first let me show you how I built this portable shower. I added a piece of plexiglass as the main panel, and I mount a hanger so I can hang this on a bucket of water. And this is just a cut out from a PVC pipe. I just cut the pipe and then heat it up and then spread it out and make it into a hook using my heat gun, and that's it. It's very simple. Over here is my switch that I added on the side of the plexiglass. This side is the input, and I will just put this into a water bucket. And on the output side, this hose here will run through a valve. So this is just a valve to turn on and off the water. You can just use any valve, it doesn't have to be this. And then on the other side of the valve, I install a hose, and this hose will go to the shower. That's it. It's very simple. To power the pump, I'm going to use a Skil 12 volt power tool with an adapter. And then we're just going to connect it to the battery. You don't have to use this. You can just use any 12 volt power supply or battery. And now I can just turn it on, and then the water will come out of and then the pump will suck water from this side, which is the water bucket, and it will go out to the shower. I'm going to show you that later in the video. This pump actually operates on a very wide range of voltage, and you don't have to use a 12 volt battery either. This is a single 2170 battery. The maximum voltage on this is only 4.2 volts, and I have hooked up the battery to the pump. Let's see if it works at 4.2 volts. There you go. It still works, but at a lower pressure. So if you need to run at a lower pressure, you can use a battery with a lower voltage. Next, let me show you how I make the water sprayer. Same pump, but the system is a little bit different because of the size of the water sprayer. This is for the garden, and you connect this to a garden hose, and the size of this is 3/4 inch. I got a 3/4 inch garden hose here, so one end will connect to the nozzle, and the other end will connect to the output of the pump. But because the output can only accommodate this little hose here, maximum 12 millimeter, I have to use an adapter, and it goes from this size here, I believe is 3/8 fitting to 3/4 inch, and it goes through another adapter here, and then I connect the water hose to this adapter like that, and there you go. Everything else is the same. This will hang on a water bucket. By the way, do you remember this water nozzle from my previous video? I bought for $1 at the bin store. I'm gonna put it to good use today. Alright, let's bring all of this outside and I will show you how this works. Let's try the sprayer first. Got the pump hooked up to the battery, and the input is in the bucket. There's no water in the water hose right now, so it will just suck water right out without having to prime it first. So let's go ahead and spray it. There we go. That's the shower. Okay, let's change different setting. Very cool. There you go. Yeah, I need to have better seal right here because it's leaking. Alright, but it's working great. There we go. So next, let's go ahead and try the shower. I've got it connected to the battery. Alright, let's turn it on. Yep. So I didn't even have to prime it at all. It just sucked the water right out of the bucket. That is pretty good for a shower. Yep. Alright, let's turn it on. Alright, turn that off. Let's see what's up. There you go. So when the valve is turned off, there's enough pressure in the system, the pump will automatically shut down. Okay, so turn on the valve. And it's back on again. Turn off. There you go. Very cool. Turn back on again. Yep. It's working perfectly. So there you have it. Portable shower and portable water sprayer. And it's extremely easy to make and very affordable too. For $12, it's hard to beat. And this water pump is perfect for this project. And by the way, I purchased the water pump myself, and this is not a sponsored video. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.